Hey y'all, it's Sharon and I'm back to share another one of my policing ideas, experiences, or perspectives with you. I hope by sharing just to get you to see it another way. If you're new to the channel, I'm a retired detective. I worked for 20 years for a southeastern city in the US, and I was also in the military. And this is the platform I choose to share my experiences and perspectives while policing, while in the military. And basically, my ideas towards reforming the police, I'm sharing those here also. And with that being said, I was sitting back one day and just thinking about all the experiences that I had while policing. And one that comes into mind, I was an instructor at the academy and I was teaching community policing. And of course, they want you to teach to curriculum, which I always attempted to do. And I think we were on the history of policing or how it started here in the US. And I gave them a brief synopsis. And the person asked further questions about slavery and policing and the slave patrols of the South. And I think Andrew Jackson was even brought into it, the whole discussion. I tried to keep it brief, but hands kept going up. And I remember hearing comments like from the back of the room, "Oh God, we're going to talk about slavery. Here we go." I heard comments like that. And then it was a 2-hour class and I taught the second half. It was lunchtime. We were about to start the second half and I was one of these numbers, come outside in the hallway. So I go out in the hallway and another instructor, we'll just leave it at that, says to me, "I just want you to sit and just observe the second hour because we're trying to figure some things out." And I'm like, okay. So I sat. I didn't teach. I just sat. The first hour, I was helping the other instructor and in answering questions, mind you. It was my hour to teach, but okay. I sat. And then I noticed certain people kept walking by the door as the class is going on. And they're looking to see where I am because once they spotted me, the search with their eyes was over. So I knew they were looking for me. I sat in the back of the classroom. I was quiet. At the end of the class, I don't think I was invited to the office to share my side. No, I wasn't actually. I wasn't invited to anyone's office to share what had actually happened in the classroom. I was just told, well, just take a break for a while. Basically, you don't need to teach. I think I did this for like a week or two. And then I was like, you know what? I don't have to teach this anymore. And I stopped teaching it because I wasn't even afforded the respect of, okay, Walters, what happened? I got that maybe after I decided to stop teaching. But the reason why I'm sharing that is within policing, within the rank and file itself, we have so many issues, it's ridiculous. And that's why I'm for reforming the police, because in that idea with teaching community policing and trying to bridge this gap between policing and the community, within policing itself, if I'm an instructor and a student asks the question about slavery, I try to keep it brief. But then other hands started going up and, we tried to keep it as brief as possible. But the idea of introducing the truth, basically, it was the truth. It was how slave patrols started policing here in the South and things like that. And the truth was met with such negative and ferocious veracity. I don't know if that's a word, but the truth was met with just so much pushback, which aggravated me because I had already blew the whistle twice and I had dealt with that and was still dealing with that. And then you don't want me to teach this part of it because people might be too sensitive. It's interesting because as officers, when we go through training, we go through hand-to-hand, I don't know what it's called now, but hand-to-hand combat where you're fighting and you're trying to preserve your life along with the individual's life. And they teach you to be brave and all this other stuff. But then we're so sensitive, we can't tackle the issue of how policing started here in the US. Interesting. So yeah, I got a little frustrated and of course I couldn't teach. And then I said, you know what? I'm not even coming back to teach. You guys can have it. And that was part of my frustration. I put it in the book, but the book is almost done. And so I wanted to share that with you, reforming the police within the rank and file and what's being taught. If the truth cannot be taught, what's being taught? What is being taught? If the truth makes you uncomfortable in policing, sometimes we got to sit with being uncomfortable. I don't know what that is, why you have to try to be comfortable in policing, because policing is not a comfortable job. But it's interesting. And we need to stop doing that. I'm just going to leave it at that. If it makes you uncomfortable, the truth makes you uncomfortable, sometimes you just got to sit with it and be uncomfortable and figure out why you're uncomfortable with it. But that's a whole nother discussion. But yeah, I just want to share that little bit with you. The truth is an accountability piece. And in policing, it should be foundational, but it's not. But I'm here to make it foundational. I have a plan. I'm sharing it as I go throughout these days and weeks. And we're going to get something done. We're going to get something done. That's all I'm going to share right now. Take a look at our online store. The link is in the description. I created some notebooks. The links for those are in the description. And always remember, you don't necessarily have to go through a thing to learn from it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.